Hi, Northwoods Stitcher here. No, you're not watching video one. I decided to wear this today because it's a bit gloomy outside and we're gonna rain and I've got the chills. But I came upstairs despite my knees feeling the rain coming because I wanted to show you guys some things that I got at the 10-mile yard sale and some things that I've gotten finished. Then I can put them away and know what I've showed you and what I haven't. I think I should start out with I start out with this. I got a candy vase with a glass frog in it for $8. Not a single crack or chip in it at the 10-mile yard sale. These scissors I got from that website Temu, Temu, direct from China. I use my PayPal. Been testing the waters to see what comes, and some of it's really good and some of it But these scissors are just like any other novelty scissors you can get in a store for maybe $12 or $16. These were $1 something. This and this were $2.30. These were my most expensive for $3.95. They're sharp. They cut fine. I'm really happy with them. And because I collect these, I have a habit of wanting to collect scissors, which is not necessarily good, but it looks cute. Anywho, shortly after the sale on Facebook Marketplace, I found another glass frog. So now I'll wait to see what happens with a candy dish for this. Maybe I'll find one at the dump. Maybe I'll find one in the yard sale. Maybe I'll find something in my house. I don't know yet. Also, there wasn't a lot of craft stuff there, which was really upsetting, but I got so many other wonderful things. A book that was on my Amazon list for 50 cents, a t-shirt of a really cool local brewery that my husband likes for $1, two-sided. I got some Christmas ornaments, of course. Let's see. I'll show you the Christmas ornaments. They're huge. Priced $10. This probably is like a Walmart. Yep, Walmart brand, $10. I got these for $3. And they are plastic. Yeah, shatterproof, which is fine. But I think that'll be fun to play with. I got something very strange for the craft room. Don't laugh. You guys know what this is? It's actually made for baby bottle, drying rack. You can get little plastic trees to dry the things in. I just thought it would be fantastic to have in my craft room for drying things that need to be above a surface, like my stamps, for example. So brand new, these things are, I think, $20. And I think they come with a lid even. But this will go on the side of my craft room sink, and I'll use it for drying things. Oh, these people who did the yard sales, you know, they had, they've been doing this for years. This is something that happens every year around here. It was, as far as the eye could see, 10 miles. Like, we couldn't do all the yard sales, but they had boxes of free stuff, which is what is a great thing to have at a yard sale. I feel like pulls people in, scatter things around marked free, keeps people looking. I got a sheet of Christmas stickers for free. I love a good sticker. What else did I get? These really great organizers for ribbon. So there's 3 different towers. These are called Craftmates. I got 3 for $5 with the ribbon included. I need it, like a hole in the head. But I can't wait to organize and put some more of my ribbon in here because I actually have a wall mount ribbon storage that's full. So now I can put some other things away. What else did I get? Some of it's already squirreled away. But those were my most exciting finds. I found an antique wood bobbin or spool for a friend of mine who likes to do cross stitches. Spools, you know who you are, Lori. It was just a great time. It was a lot of walking, a lot of walking. So I did 10,000 steps according to my Fitbit. I'll do it again, but maybe not next year. I'll let things accumulate. Saw some yarn, but I really didn't see any cross stitch stuff. I have been doing a lot of other crafting this week, which has been fun. I finished my little bunny cards. So these are now ornaments. And on the back of the card, this is just a one sheet card, I poked the hole through to put the hanger. So there is a hanger up through his head. Painted their little nose pink after I embroidered the face on them, trimmed the bows up. These were $6 for $1 at the dollar store. Just a fun little thing to give somebody. On the back, I'll probably mount another piece of white cardstock and write something about thinking of you this Easter or spring. Please detach the bunny from the front as an ornament. So I have 18 of these now, and they're an assortment of colors. So let's see what I've got here. For the blues, I've got yellow, purple, and pink. And for the purple bunnies, I have a aqua and a dusty blue. They're just adorable. Hopefully somebody will enjoy getting these as much as I liked making them. I've made a lot of progress on Miss Mary Mac. Let's see if I can put this on a board so the light doesn't show through. You see how crooked this is getting with my Q-snap? I need to take it off the Q-snap and recenter it so I can actually work on the border here. But I've just been doing the border in sections because it's so tedious. It's a lot of buttons, but it's been fun to do. I probably have another 2 days worth of work on this if I don't have too many other things going on. But I just think it's awfully cute. And I love that fabric. I also framed pieces of my heart, my Lola Crow stitch. So let me get that out for you. So put my magnifier, but there we go. So I picked a modern frame for this one. Ooh, that's a glare. Ooh, that's a glare. All right, that's not bad. It's not really gonna work, is it? Oh, there we go. So it's a simple frame. I can hang it or I can prop it up. The frame I actually got from a Goodwill, so that was a good find. I think I'm probably gonna put this in my Valentine's Day bucket of stuff. I'm just really pleased with how that came out. And it was a fun stitch. I also finished, I don't know, if you haven't already gone to her FLOSSTUBE, you should check out Helen D. She is a designer and a cross stitcher and just all around crafty gal. She was at the retreat that I went last year to in Stitch, Maine, and she gave us all this cute little pattern. And with the pattern, she supplied us with the buttons, the 2002 charm, the pin, the lace. I had this fabric, and I just thought it was a precious little stitch. I finally made it into a pillow just this week. Now, I don't know how many of you have made little pillows like this, but this is the method that I use. This is a fabric sticker that I got from the yard sale previous to the 10-mile yard sale. It's a fabric sticker that had a peel backing that no longer stuck because it was so old. It was a very old package. But I just glued it. So when I do these little pillows, I do them with a reverse stitch. So I put pattern, facing pattern, stitch it all the way around, make a hole, and then flip it inside out, or flip it right side out, So then I have a little hole back here where I put in the stuffing, whip stitch it shut, and then I have to hide the suture mark, if you will. So I decided to glue the leaf down and put on the little buttons that I already had that look like blueberries. And if you'd like to look at Helen D's website, you can get this pattern and a few other freebies as well. Her website is called eastcoastcrafter.com. These are so quick and so sweet to stitch up. This is done on a light blue Laguna, and I did another one on a light blue Ada 14. This way I can show you how I finished it. But write that down, eastcoastcrafter.com. And Helen D is her FLOSSTUBE, how you would find her in FLOSSTUBE. She also did a video in FLOSSTUBE, the pillow finish with a lace accent. So she actually did her video about how to make one of these. But when I do my pillows, I followed a video from about 3 years ago, put on FLOSSTUBE by Lori Holt, Loriholt, Lori Holt. And she has a video, search Lori Holt, cute little cross-stitch pillow tutorial. And she'll show you the inside out hole suture way to do it. I'll show you really quickly. So what I did is I prepared this one. This is going to be the front of the pillow. I've prepared the back part of the pillow. So what I'm actually going to do is take the colored and the colored part, the pattern parts, and stick them together. So now this is the back side, and here's the back side. So all I do now is stitch all 4 sides completely. And then on the back, I'll make a little slit or a little plus side, and I will poke it all through and reverse it, and then I'll stuff it. So this is my project for today while I'm up here. Should be cleaning, but I think I might play and finish this pillow off. And then I have another pin with a button and charm set. I don't know if I'll use gold or not. I might change these pin sets or these little accessories out for something else. But I might save that for another pattern. But if you go to Helen D's website, the East Coast Crafter, she also has different freebies for holidays and other patterns that are fantastic. The one that I just showed you is called Blueberries and Black Bears. And you can find it under her freebie section. But it's just so sweet. And I didn't put any hanger or anything on it because it will probably sit in one of my, I don't know, wood bread bowls out in the kitchen or something. And I'm not sure what I'll do with the big one. It'll be a little smaller than this, of course, because by the time I stitch it shut and turn it inside out, it'll probably be closer to a 5x7. We'll see. I'll show you guys that in the next video. The reason why I'm wearing this is not just because it's cold, but I also wanted to tell you I'm going to do a video on how to use waste canvas, because I have another sweatshirt like this. I can't go around wearing this in the summer. Not snowflakes. I have I guess it's called light green or like a mint green, and I finally figured out I'm going to do little paw prints up and down one sleeve. So this is to remind me to tell you that I'm going to show you how to use the waste canvas to do whatever you want with different articles of clothing or even bags. I've done bags before. The problem with bags is if it's a canvas bag, it's a really hard thing to push the needle through. You'll use thimbles. That's the best thing to do. Then you don't hurt yourself. And then I also found something else I need to frame. And I can't remember if I told you about it before. Peppermint purple. I think I've mentioned that website before. She does stitch alongs, and this was last year's stitch along. I showed you one earlier that was 2021. This is 2022, so I have to frame this one still. But isn't that amazing? And what's great about her black work is that you can use any color scheme that you want. She'll supply you with 2 or more color schemes. I think it's 2. She'll let you pick out the format that you want your blocks to be put in. So there's different patterns, as well as different borders for her stitch alongs. I chose this border because I thought this looked a little oriental this way. I really liked it. So now I've got this in the frame pile. And this is why I don't have as many Q-snaps as I thought I did, because I found this in the corner of my craft room, and it's a Q-snap that needs to be taken apart. So I'll have a working Q-snap in the pile. What else did I get? I know there was more stuff. I just can't remember where I put it all. Oh, I found something at Goodwill that was cool. This was $2 whole. It's got all the days of the month on it. Originally, I thought this was for CDs, but it's actually for bill paying. So a friend of mine had to tell me what it was. But it's got this cute little drawer, which is perfect for stamps and pens and markers. So I'm going to use it for a birthday reminder box. As I make cards for certain people, with certain people in mind, I might put the the year of who's got what birthday and what day, the key, if you will, and then I'll line it up with their birth date, and I'll put the cards in here, and I think I'll feel pretty organized. It's not particularly good wood, but it was a nice little box to find for $2. So I'll give that a good home. Oh, that's what else I got. Look at this weirdness. Found this at the garage sale. I think these were 50 cents a tin. You're like, well, what's in them? More picks. Different things to use when I decorate my wreaths. These are the silver foil. They're little plastic, but bright silver pieces. I've got 2 of those. This one's marked red and gold. But look at these. That's handy. Couldn't just leave them there. I thought, well, I use stuff like that. I'm not going to use it on a wreath. I'll use it on a card. Why not? So I've got to squirrel those away in a better container, because these better days. These are just so beaten up. So I've got to work on the pillow, putting some things away. What else? Oh, I think that's all I can see in my vicinity. So I'm going to put this on pause, come back, show you some more. And I told you about that. Oh, when you're making these pillows, you don't need to have fabric stickers like this. Just get some felt and even cut out a circle or a heart, and put a button in the middle, and then whip stitch the heart to the back, a piece of wool, what have you. But you don't have to get this fancy. Most of my other ones have just a little heart on the back that I've whip stitched to the back, and then I have maybe a button in the center. But they're just fun to make. And the first time I did it, I think I was really nervous because I don't use a sewing machine. and I prefer stitching by hand, but that was a little spooky to do for the first time. But it came out fine. So be brave and have fun with it. I'm gonna put this on pause. I'll be right back, and I'll probably put in a little meanwhile, or maybe some photos of some of my stitched cross stitches right about here. Hopefully the glare wasn't too much on some of those finished works I took pictures of. Did my best. I wanted to share some recent acquisitions. I went to the Historical Sampler Company's website and I downloaded, after I purchased some PDFs. These are really cute. I have a red work called Red Pots Sampler. Now this is a company based in the UK, but I used PayPal. It converted, my dollars into their currency. It was fine. It was not expensive because it was quite a treat to get. I got 3. I think it was less than $20. But this is the Historical Sampler Company, and you would find them by typing in historicalsamplercompany.co.uk, but I think they just pop up if you type in the name Historical Sampler Company. Beautiful stuff on their website. Can't wait to pick out a color for this. Not quite sure which red I'll use. The pattern that printed out has stitching tips on the first page, and then this one is a 2-page black and white chart. It's very, very tiny, so I can't see it, and I can't even highlight it as I go. So I think what I'll do is I'll blow up some sections, enlarge them on the copier so I can highlight a little easier. But that's an exciting one to start. I need to put that down somewhere. The next one I got is called Scandi Heart Sampler for Scandinavian. The same place, the Historical Sampler Company. I think that's just sweet. I really like the Scandinavian and the folk art type of stitching. It's a very simple frame too. It's very nice, very elegant when it's done. I love the birds in it. I didn't need more patterns, did I? And the third one I bought was Merry Christmas, which I can't wait to do this because this just looks like a lot of fun to stitch. Look at all the little motif. It's just sweet the way they fit all the hearts in there, different ways. I love the font for Merry Christmas. It's just great. Now this stitch, let's see, what did they say the count is? The sample they did on 16 count 8/0, you can do it on 32. The stitch count should tell me where. I don't see it quickly, so I don't want to take up too much time looking. But I'm hoping to do this small enough for a top of a box, because I think that's really cute, the way they did that. I can get that done in short order. And then I thought, since I'm putting away pieces of my heart, the heart cross stitch, I think this is going to go into my Valentine Easter. There we go. My Valentine Easter bucket. And what I've done is I've gotten wood crates to put my stitches in. See if I can lift it. So I've got these from various craft stores. I just label what's in there. So this one has Easter and Valentine's, or spring. Hopefully I'll get my St. Patty's Day in there as well. So I think you guys remember I showed you this. I put them all in pillowcases. This was the lamb one that I framed recently. I think that's really cute. So he was a finish this year. A frame, I should say. I finished it in 22. And then I have a Bent Creek, but I didn't write any information on the back of this. I did do this on a linen, so I'm going to have to look up to see how I did this. But this was a Bent Creek, and I just love how it came out with a little button. I don't have glass on this because I bought this frame discounted, and I got the matte board, I think from like Michael's. It was already pre-cut, so it was pretty handy because I think that was a good color combination. But it's a sweet little Easter stitch. Probably should have done some white buttons on there as well. But I did this in 21. I remember it being a fun, quick stitch. Really cute. There's dust coming from someplace. And then also in my basket, something I framed myself. Orchard Intrigue. What's a glare? Yeah. Either way, I'm going to get a glare. This is from the February 2015 issue of Just Cross Stitch. And I did this on a 28 count Zweigart. And I did a DMC 483. No. Number 483 Mulberry. Well, Mulberry is the name of the fabric. And I did it over 2. I did this in February 2020. I framed it May of 2020. If I don't put something on the front, I'm going to put it on the back, and that's what I did. It's a really cute mulberry print. Not a pink. Ah, there's not a glare there. Gosh, it's hard. Too much light in this room. I should pull the shades and make it dark. I love this frame because you can sit it up on the frame itself, or you can put it on a leg, or you can hang it. Very versatile. Also in here, I think I've already shown you guys, yeah. This was my rabbits, carrots, and eggs by Stitchy Princess. You'll find her on Etsy. Oh, it's too much of a glare. This is on a 14 count Zweigart Dusty Blue. I did some thread substitutions to make it pop. I'm gonna get it. I can't get it. Ah, there we go. It worked. I just think that's really cute. This was such a fun stitch that I'll probably do it again for something else. And then what else is in here? No idea where this pattern came from. I think because I just got excited about wrapping an embroidery hoop with ribbon, which really was painful to do, but it came out really cute because it's got some texture now to it. I really like how that came out. So my little bunny, my chocolate bunny. That was done in 2019. This was 2021. I know it came from a magazine somewhere, and I had the little red heart button and the pink buttons. So this is a double mount, if you can see. This is on foam board, mounted on foam board, which is then mounted on 2 pieces of card stock or matte board, because I did finish the back with some matte board to tidy it up. And then I hot glued the, what is it called? It's more like upholstery cording, not really ribbon, but the cording. I hot glued that around. And this was actually just a piece of lace scrap that I had, which I thought made it look much more like a Valentine's. And then, I think I showed you I finally framed this little guy. So he was out this year. I haven't put anything on the back, which I probably should, because he'll show up better. That was done in 2022. I have a wonderful wood card my husband gave me, so I keep that in there, and I put it out every Valentine's because it's just so cute. I saved the frame cardboard case for this, but this was I think a free stitch that I got off of a website. So I thought that was a cute way to finish it off. This was done in 2020. And I should say, if you like a designer, you should probably try to look for their website, because more than likely they have some free cross-stitch patterns, and they've been lots of fun. I know Heart and Hand does some, because I've printed some out from them. And I think I told you, you know, you can go to Helen D's website. She's got some adorable ones, but just really nice, thoughtful, wonderful that they share it. And then you can stop and take some time to do some shopping too. What else is in here? This is my Easter stitch round. Oh, I've got 2 rounds in here. So I have a little cigar box. This was done in 2020. This is on the tip of my tongue. I can't think. But we all have this pattern probably. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you want me to go look for it, I will, and I'll send you a message. I'm sorry. But I remember this was done in all pink, and I changed the colors because I wanted it to look like blueberries and bunnies. And then I just put a pom-pom around the hoop. I finished off the back with a similar color as the ribbon, and I just love how this came out. This comes out every Easter. And then this I haven't written down, but I'm pretty sure I got it from a magazine. And I put pom-poms, see how they're raised? Pom-poms on the bums of the little bunnies. I love how it came out. And I just used a dab of Eileen's glue to glue the little pom-poms on the butt. And then I did the pom-pom ribbon around the edge. I painted the hoop. It's a green metallic, so give a little sparkle. I did 2 colors of ribbon and finished it off in a green. He's cute. I love my bunnies. Let's see what else is in here. I think that might be it. I've been such an avid Christmas stitcher that I think I have 2 buckets of Christmas finishes, but I only recently started on spring, Easter, Valentine's, and St. Patty's. So I have a lot of things on the go that I haven't really finished, or charts in my wanna-dos that I have to start. Yeah, that's all they wrote, folks. I'll pack that back up. And then I'll do some editing and get this up for you. Until then, have a great day, happy stitching, and be safe.